What's up, Brian here with the Holy Roller, and we're gonna do what's called a low rolling strategy today. Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps and winning free cruises. I'm gonna show you what it's all about, so let's get rolling. Hey, Brian here with the Holy Roller, and we're going to play some craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise, and I have $100 of promo chips, so this video is gonna be called Low Roller. All right, craps update with my $100 of free play. I played for 3 hours with that $100 and I lost the $100, which was free play, so no big deal. But because it was free play, didn't get a lot of points, but I did transfer the free play into real dollars, and I got 17 points for a 3-hour session. So 3-hour session, 17 points. Mainly because I think about the first hour, I was just playing with all of the promo chips, and you don't get points for the promo chips. So I'll let you know how it goes with the other stuff, the other money that I'm gonna throw into this. $100 a session, I'm not sure that will do wonders for the points because you have to have more bets. So I think I'm gonna do the light in the darkness strategy. With this free play, I did not do the light in the darkness strategy. I pretty much just did played the pass line when I was shooting, and then the 6 and 8, pretty much the 6 and 8, and tried to get my money back on the 6 and 8, and then spread from there and press. So, and I was going to try to collect green chips, but I didn't get to the place where I could collect. I had 2 green chips at one point, and then I colored down colored down from that. So this is the line for pizza, so I'm gonna grab some pizza right now, and then we're gonna head back in for tomorrow, another session, and I'll keep you updated. So the light in the darkness strategy, I think, would be better because it'll hedge a little bit more. It'll be a higher bet. I'll get more points when I'm in the casino at the table. But 17 points in 3 hours, mainly because it was all promo money. But I got a chance to see how the table's rolling, how the table's doing. So I'll keep you updated. Here we go. All right, so we have our second session is down. I'm coming out. And what I mean by down is, yes, down. I had $100 for my second session. I got 30 points, and I played for a while, but I'm going up to get pizza. So first $100, 17 points was with the casino money. Then the second $100 was my $100, low rolling, right? Going to the craps table with just $100. It's a $5 table, so that goes farther. But got 30 points with that $100. So technically, what is that? 30 plus 17, 47 points? It's not looking good for 2 sessions. Oh my goodness. Mainly what happens is when you have a $5 table and you're like playing at a $5 level, you can't get a lot of points, because remember, it's average bet and time at the table. So if you're only doing a couple numbers, then you're only getting and if you're doing $6 on the 6 and 8 and $5 on the 5 or whatever, you only have like what, $17 out there. So now you can see why I had 17 points after a session. But that was like, a lot of it was because of the what do you call, oh yeah, 2 pepperoni. Amber's giving me some pizza. But man, let's see where we go next time. I'm trying to do low rolling, but low rolling means low points, you know. So I might see about getting a higher average bet. Use the same strategy, but just at a higher level to have more money on the table. But this one, so why did my strategy not work? Light in the darkness, kind of playing both sides, is because the thing that doesn't help with it is the 0.7 out, but also the point. If you get a point and a point back to back, you lose a little bit of money. If you get a 0.7, you lose a little bit of money, because I've been hedging on the come out roll, and so it's hard to explain. Maybe I'll try to do a video and show you. But yeah, so anyway, that's the way it works. I'm gonna go grab some pizza, and we're in the port tomorrow, so I have one more session tomorrow night, that'll be night 3. So then we have night 4, night 5. So still have some time to see how many points we can get, but just wanted to keep you updated with how it's going. All right, stayed until the table closed tonight, and I think it's like probably 2 o'clock when the table's closed. They open at like 7 sometimes, but they might tell me to stop recording. I don't care. It's late, right? I'm walking out of the casino, but had a good night tonight. It was really good rolls, and so we are up. So our low rolling, we had 100, and we're leaving with 300, which we lost 100, and we lost our free play of 100. So technically, we're even with the free play. And I didn't check the points. I'm gonna just check the points tomorrow. I didn't expect to get a lot of points. Actually, on this cruise, I'm not really playing for points. It's a $5 table, and remember, $5 table is low points if you're playing minimum. So what I'm doing is I'm just starting with tonight. What I did is I started with 32 across, including the point, and then from there, whenever something hit, I pressed both numbers. So for instance, a 5 hit, I put in $3 and made the 5 and 9 10 each. If a 6 or 8 hit, I put in $5 and made it 12 each. And then if a 10 hit, I put in $1 and made it $10 on the 4 and 10. So I pretty much did that okay. So then I'm from 32 across. Now I'm 64 across, right? Then when I take 2 same bets, so then when 2 of them hit, I do a same bet. So I'll get 15 for 1, 15 for 1. So I get $28 from 2 hits, unless it's a 4 and 10. So I'm $28. I get my initial investment back, and I have 64 on the table. And then from there, then I power press. So what that means is, if I have a 4 and it hits, I would just say buy it for 25, 4 or 10. If a 5 or 9 hit, I will throw in $1 and say make it $25. And then if a 6 or 8 hit, I throw in $4 and make it look like 30. So I know that's a lot. If you don't know craps, that might be confusing. But what we're doing is we're going up another level. So a press means to double your bet. So if you have $12 on the 6 and you say press, they will double it to 24. But what I do is I throw in $4 so that they would double it to 24, but then give you $2. So I throw in $4 to take it to 30 instead of 24. I take it to the next level. So with a 5 and a 9, $10 pays 14. That's $24 total. And then what I do is I put in $1 to make it $25 on the 5 and 9. Then what I would do, and this is pretty much what I did, then what I would do is I would hit the 35. If a 20, it would pay 25 on the 5, 6, 8, and 9. So it'd pay 25, or sorry, 35. And then what I would do is, so I'd get a green chip and 2 red chips, and I had a green chip on the number. So then what I would do is I would do what's called regress, and I would go back down to $10. So then I would take 50 and put in my rack, and then I would just start the process all over again on each number. So that's pretty much what I did, and maybe someday I'll roll it out and so you could see it. But again, gonna grab some pizza because that's kind of the ritual by now, right? All right, so I'll let you know tomorrow on the on this video really quick, but it's gonna be tomorrow for me. I'll let you know how many points that I have. So 3 nights, 3 sessions, and we're even. So that's a good, if you're even, that's good, I would say. So let's get some pizza and we'll call it a night. But let's jump over and I'll make it tomorrow. Is there a way I could like snap like go to tomorrow right now? Boom. So I wanted to check with the casino host to find out how many points I have. And I forgot to check before my session, but I do have a session that I did do a session. So another $100 and lost it. So let's call that the free play $100. And so we still have $100 left for one more session. And so that'll be a total of $500. And so let's see how many points we have. Let's see if I can find the casino host. If the casino host is not here at the desk, you can ask the cashier and to see, hey, where's the casino host? So let's see if we can find the cashier or the casino host. All right, so I was able to check with the casino host, and yesterday I got 136, and tonight I got 113 points. So altogether, I mean, you could do the math, but I did play a roulette session. I don't know if I told you that. I did a roulette session, pretty much broke even and played for like about an hour and got 136 on roulette. So that was really weird. So, and I think what's happening is the reason why the points are so low on the craps table is because we're playing at a $5 craps table. So it's like, you know, if you do a cross, it's like $32. So you play for a whole hour at $32 and it's only 32 points. And so the way that works, and I don't know if I said this yesterday, but the way it works is right after the point comes out, they come out on a point, and then you put out $32 and they mark you for $32. Well, if you press, and say you press, and so sometimes I'll press and I'll get to 64 across, you need to ask them, hey, could you up my average bet to 64? But really they're just looking for when the come out is, and sometimes these pit bosses aren't there, and you're playing for a long time, and whatever they logged in a long time ago is what you're getting an average bet for. So, you know, a lot of people that watch my channel and have commented, and they understand because they're like, hey, you're exactly right, this does happen, that did happen. What they do is when they come by to check the bets, they'll put out more money on the table. And if they're not there to log the bets, I mean, why put out a lot of money? Because they're not logging it anyway. So the idea is, you know, when they're there, bet high, say, hey, here's my bet. And when they walk away, you could stay at that level, that's fine. But if you go up higher, they're only going to log you for that lower bet that what they saw. So I think that's important to know. So basically that's it. So we got one more session tomorrow night, and I'll let you know how we end with that session. So, and you might know where I'm at. Do you know where I'm at to get some pizza? To be honest, I already ate the pizza. And then I did the video. All right, well, let's jump to tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, you know how it works. Be right back. All right, so we're gonna jump in. I'm here with Amber, and we did an afternoon session here. So I wanted to just share some of the afternoon session. It was pretty good. Started with $100, and it went around, and it just went down and down. Are we just gonna stand?
Yeah, I don't want to walk.
Okay, all right.
I have to deal with my hair and my face. So I can just get it blowing one direction.
One direction.
Hair, so he doesn't know.
One Direction. Was
This
that a
is
shout
weird,
out?
that's split.
Was that a shout out to the band? One
No.
Direction. Oh. All right, so started with $100, went down and down and down just around the table, and then there was this one girl. She started shooting. Hit 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, and even more, because it wasn't just like point. It was like a bunch of rolls in between. Came up big time. Not only got our money back, but came up big time on this afternoon session. And that roller was this girl right here, man. There's this video where you actually said, that you're a better roller than me, and I believe it. I believe it after today.
It was so fun. I mean, I got a little embarrassed at the end when they started cheering my name and clapping and shouting. I was like, okay. It was fun, but it was so much fun. The dude next to me says, if I was a married man, I'd kiss you on the lips right now. And I said, well, my husband is over there. He goes, well, we'll have to talk about that then. Like, it was so fun. But I made people lots of money. And I brought myself back because I lost a little on the way.
Yeah.
So I've broken even and I can leave this cruise happy.
We got one more session.
We'll see about that.
Okay.
I like to leave on a high note, you know?
Well, if we do another session, which I'll do another session.
You will.
I don't know if you will, but
I'll
we'll do
read
one
my
more
book.
session and I'll give you an update there. But
If I do another session and I do a really good roll, we'll let you know. If I don't do a good roll, then we ain't letting you know anything. But just kidding.
no, this video will continue. Let's jump to it right now. All right, so I'm just leaving the craps table. I just did my last session with $100 and $100 down, 5 nights. And with the 5 nights, we got 5 nights of play for $100 each. And we played for like tonight, 7 o'clock until 11 o'clock. I don't know, 7 to 11. So that's funny because 7-11. Anyway, but sorry, there's a speaker here. So, but anyway, let me tell you, we got 500. We got 500 points. 5 nights, $500. It's probably the lowest amount, but it's a good way to kind of think about it. If you're gonna play with only one, actually, let's just head to pizza. Okay, let's head to pizza. All right, the line's not too long for pizza, but hey, okay, so if you're gonna play with $100, okay, you got $100. So what I did is I just seen how long we could play for $100 each night. And so most of the time loss came up. So overall, let's just say I'm down 500. I don't think I'm down 500, but let's say I'm down 500 and I got 500 points. I traded 1 point per dollar. And I think that's a good way to think about it whether you're playing really high or really low. Like this channel is called Low Roller, or not called Holy Roller. The channel's called Holy Roller, but this video is called Low Roller, and that's what I was this whole entire trip with $100 per session. And so very interesting. If you don't play for at least 1 hour, I don't think you're gonna get a lot of points. So just so you know, if you're gonna come up to the table, I would say if you did have $100, you don't want to bet more than 10% of your bankroll on each shooter. And if you did that, you could probably be there for 1 hour. So what that means is if you had $100, you could put $10 per shooter, 10 shooters, and you would be there for probably an hour. So that's the way to think about it, and that's the way to plan it. If you have $1,000 and you wanted to get 1,000 points and you wanted to play for an hour, then you would have $1,000. You would have $100 per shooter. Now you might say, whoa, I'm not gonna spend $100 per shooter. Well, maybe you don't need $1,000 then. Maybe you wanna do $500. Now let me give you this tip, and this will be the last tip, the last pointer of the cruise. And but this is the tip. If you're gonna bet, let's say you have $500, so you're gonna bet $50 per shooter. So you do $50 per shooter. If you go up and do more than $50 per shooter, you're gonna wanna make sure that the pit boss knows that you went up. And it's easy, you just say, hey, I was doing $50 per shooter, now I'm gonna do $60 per shooter, or whatever you're gonna do. And it's very important to let them know. Let them know from the get-go. Say, hey, I have $500, I'm doing $50 per shooter. So if you could just log me in for $50 per shooter, I'm gonna be here for an hour, and you'll probably get an average of 50 points, but I think you'll get even more, is what I'm trying to say. But so I think you'll get probably about $1 per, or a point per dollar that you use. So anyway, that's a little bit of it, and I think that's all I got for you today. So low roller, 500 points, $500, let's say 500 down, and 500 down. And so anyway, low roller. I don't know if I want to do the low roller thing because you don't get a lot of points. 500 points, that's not even a free cruise. It's just like, I think $100 off or whatever it is. So I paid $500 to get $100 off. So it cost me $400 to get $100 off, if you think about it like that. So would this be a winner or a loser? I feel like a loser. Had some good rolls, had some great times. And so I think I'll do a review of the team here on Voyager in a separate video and tell a couple stories that happened in a separate video. So actually, why don't you watch that video? I'll just do that video and we'll talk about it right here. So until next time, I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.